Welcome to Happy Reading. I am going to show you now a quick handful of books that are great for the toddler spectrum. So when they're just starting to talk, my first 100 words is awesome for them. It will tell you, or it has so many bright pictures, first of all, which is already stimulating for their little brains. But then it's got the words and vocabulary you can point to. You can ask them, point to the kite, they point to the kite. So there's a lot of different things you can do with it beyond just reading to them the words. I could get lost in the illustrations. I think they're absolutely glorious to look at, if you can see that. And they are thicker pages. This is my first 100 words, not to be confused with the little mini books that are also called my first 100 words. So make sure if you like this that you're getting the right one. So we have a series called Lift the Flap Very First Questions and Answers. This is the germ book. There's also one on poop that most people know, and we're getting more and more with each release. This is a perfect series for explaining something that can be rather complex. I know as parents, when we are trying to explain to our child why we want to wash our hands, we kind of breeze over it. And I feel like if they understood what this book is teaching them, they would wash their hands every time. Like, they would make sure. The illustrations are very friendly. The facts that they're explaining are super simple in a way that they can understand. And because it's adding a visual element, it's even easier for us as parents to remember ourselves to explain later when they need it again. So that is the What Are Germs? All Better is one of our top sellers. It is, we also have a Little Bear Needs Glasses that is the similar theme or format, and then we're getting another one with the next release we've heard. But what this one is, it comes with 5 bandages that are reusable. When they lose their sticky, you just wash them underwater. It says, oh no, dog wasn't looking where he was going. Ouch. So he's got a boo-boo, and you tell him to clean it. They have to clean it, kiss it, and then put a bandage on it. All better. And if you read this book to them probably once or twice, they will do it all on their own, and it is so cute to see. Yeah, so all of them have boo-boos, and there's gonna be 5 bandages. They have an actual animal on them to match, so it's a little matching game too. That's called All Better. Our Peek Inside series is probably the cutest series we have. There's so many in the series. This one's the garden version, and there's lots of different flaps to lift. Every page is a little surprise. Tons of stuff to look at and talk about. It doesn't have a lot of facts. It'll just be simple facts like all kinds of bugs live in the garden, you know, nothing too overwhelming. This is targeted at preschoolers, so I like it for 2 and up. If you're worried about your child and flaps, what I just suggest is making this a top shelf book, meaning they can't look at it unless you're doing it with them. And again, that's the Peek Inside. Don't confuse that with the other series that sound the same. Remember the word peek. Last but not least in this grouping, we have a Lift the Flap series that what I call preschool concepts. There's shapes, there's numbers, there's colors, there's words, first math. This is ABC, which I love. Like, I have been waiting for this, and when they were releasing it, I was ecstatic. So every page is gonna have like a different way to solve the problems. It's kind of like an interactive worksheet. That's kind of the way I look at them. Can you see something in this picture that starts with each of these sounds? So like you would ask them, A, do you see anything with an A? And then they lift it to see if they're correct. And every page is going to be a little bit different. And these are board books, so they have thicker pages. This is great for 2 and up. That's Lift the Flap ABC.